啊？
请答师傅。
Let's go! Come on now! Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And here we go from Lambeau. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Second and 6 coming up here. They stick with Jacobs. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Running back sent in motion. They'll throw. Third and long. He's not going to get back to the line, Brock. They catch him, and they take him down. Myles Garrett. And that's going to force a 4th and 10.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of fronts that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He's got McBride complete. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
It's a sweep. He punts the pass forward. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow on the play action. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Throwing is Burrow. Called in again, it's McBride. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Now pitch it to Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Here's Burrow. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcon first down.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. They kick the running back in motion. Now Burrow. Has it at the 7. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Falcons. Jackson Smith-Njigba finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Packers nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Jacobs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They'll motion Jefferson left. 2nd down. Here's Allen. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the 42. Here's Allen. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that will be good for a Packers first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Fights his way through a tackle. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Jacobs. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that gives Green Bay the first down.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hand off here to Lloyd. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Again, it's Jacobs. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Allen looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Burrow on 2nd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Errant snap, and he gets what he can behind this one. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground with Jacobs. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Allen to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is a Packers 1st down.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here. Almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. This one's going to sail through the end zone as he just gets rid of it. That's going to bring up 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, and it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hanson with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And give him the 1st down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
A second down throw from Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Burrow to the air now. He's making a bid for it. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. And the Packers secure it. Has room down the left sideline. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
14. Falcons 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins here with Robinson. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Burrow setting the throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
3rd down give to Robinson. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll run it with Robinson. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it, and now they get themselves off the field.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All set to go now from the 35. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen setting up to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. And give him an even 10 here, Brock, before he hits that sideline. This is going to get him a good bit closer now for this 3rd down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
That last catch looked good enough for the first, but they're going to need another inch or 2 here on 3rd down. On the option, it's Jacobs. They stop him after about a 5-yard gain, and he's good enough for a fresh set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
That's all about reading and recognizing right there for the linebacker. The only way you make a tackle for loss on a completion is you see it right away and you jump on it for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Allen. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one himself. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay! Josh Allen taking it in from 7 out. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Score, Packers 21, Falcons 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw, Burrow. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Burrow gets it out wide quick. So out of bounds it goes. Gain of about 7 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
We've set it downs from the 37. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Burrow on the play action. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Micah Parsons. And it's going to be 2nd and 16 now coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
He's under pressure again, and they hit him on the throw. Pass not going anywhere as a result. And Rush forces 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made a right side by Nakua. And it's going to be 4th down coming up. They picked up 7 on the pass, but still well short of the 1st down marker.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. We'll bring the tight end left. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And the stop is made, 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
So 1st down from the 41. They stick with Jacobs. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. All right, here we go. Second down. Going run again with Jacobs. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
He and this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run. Jacobs pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Green Bay. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
That one splits the uprights. And lead now 21.
Packers 28, Falcons 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. This makes it up to the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right, in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow back to throw. And with a man all over him, he just can't bring it in clean. It's an incomplete pass, and that brings up third down.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Burrow. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete, and the defense forces fourth down. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel soreness in my neck, in my ribs, and my back after games like this where you just get hit a bunch.
And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So this is a Packers win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.